University of South Carolina head football coach Shane Beamer and his football team are preparing for an upcoming exciting football season. I talk one-on-one with the coach for this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like Quintin's Close-Ups on Facebook. University of South Carolina head football coach Shane Beamer. Welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups.
It is great to be back with you. Thanks always for having me on.
Oh, I appreciate it greatly. I know, obviously, Coach, you all have been busy, and I know I was on X this morning, and I believe you all are still in spring training.
We are. We literally just finished practice 5 about 30 minutes ago. So came inside, jumped in the shower, and here I am. But yes, we're in the middle of spring practice. Got about 3 weeks left of that, and then each and every day we get closer and closer to the season.
Yes. So tell me, Coach, from when you started spring training for this year to right now, what is the biggest difference about that?
Really just we've got a lot of new faces. So I think each and every day that we go out there, guys get a little bit more comfortable with just how we do things, what we expect at practice and learning what to do. So we've made a lot of progress in 5 days, and guys are continuing to become more and more comfortable with everything here at Carolina.
Wow. And how have you, Coach, been comfortable with those new players?
Good. It's a really good group. We have a lot of freshmen that are new that just got here in January, graduated high school early. We have quite a few transfers that have joined us from other schools, and they've done great. They're all are really good players that are going to continue to get better, but most importantly, they're really good young men, really good people, and I'm really enjoying being around them.
And how many of those people from the transfer portal, I guess, came over to Carolina?
Quite a few. I don't know exactly the number. We've got quite a few, but every year in college football, it's just essentially a new team every single year because there are so many new faces, and this year's no different.
Yeah, and I know, obviously, Coach, the Gamecocks football program is a gold mine. How do you actually present this goal to the competitors, fans, and sponsors in the Carolina community this year in 2024?
Every year for us, it's just trying to continue to get better and be the very best team that we can be. And I'm very blessed to be in this position as the head coach at Carolina. And I love what I do and love who I get to do it with. And nothing like doing it here in this amazing state. And this is an awesome place to live, and we want to be each and every year the very best team that we can possibly be, maximize our potential, and give the people of South Carolina Gamecocks something to really be proud of.
What is that potential right now?
It's hard to say. We got a lot of good young players. The key is going to be how quickly we come together and how much progress we can make between now and then, or now in the season. But I like the group, like the way they're working, and get excited about watching our team continue to get better.
And I know you mentioned those new players that you have. So what was the art of pitching when it came to recruiting?
Really, we just try and be real. We try and be just genuine. We don't tell people in recruiting what they want to hear. We're honest with them. But when in regards to South Carolina, we talk about, one, what a fantastic state this is to live in. We talk about what a fantastic community Columbia is. We talk about what geographically, you can be in the mountains in a couple hours. I can be down there with you in a couple hours, less than a couple hours. But then the fantastic academic opportunity you have here at South Carolina, chance to play SEC football in a place that you're truly going to be developed and get better as a player, and then the opportunity on Saturdays to play in front of the greatest fans in the entire world. So it's not a hard sell. It's something that I'm passionate about and believe in, and that realness, I think, comes across with student athletes and their families.
Yeah, man. And Coach, I have to say that I really, truly admire from my days in high school, and I was actually trying to get into that school, but I love the University of South Carolina School of Journalism Communication. That's the school I always wanted to go to, but I couldn't get in.
They're lost. We didn't have you here for sure, but I think you're doing all right.
Yeah, and I come by and visit all the time when I'm in downtown Columbia. But I know that obviously, Coach, you have a lot of new players, and obviously you have returning starters. So how many of those do you have?
Oh man, it's a good question. I don't know off the top of my head. For us, it's a new year every year. So in regards to returning starters and all that, if you're a returning starter, that's great. We do have a lot of experience coming back, and a lot of guys that have played a lot of football here at Carolina that are veteran, older guys, which you can't have enough of those guys. And we've got a lot of them. But like we tell our players, every year is new, and every year is starting over. And that's great what you did in the past, but 2024 is a new season, and you've got to prove it all over again and earn it all over again.
What are those key roster concerns for you?
We're just one. Like I said, there are a lot of new faces, so we'll have a lot of players that will be playing in their first football game ever at the University of South Carolina when we kick it off in the fall. As well, and then you're always trying to just increase the depth at every single position and get more bodies there, more personnel there. So I think we have more depth than what we had last season, but it's just a lot of new faces, and we got to get them acclimated as quick as possible.
And let me go to Juju McDowell. Obviously, he will miss the rest of the spring because he fell on his collarbone. I know that it's nothing long term, as you said, and you want to go ahead and get that taken care of. Does this really mean, Coach, the whole season he may be out?
No, he'll be fine. It was one of those. He really could have finished spring practice with it, but it was one of those that had just been nagging him, and he just wanted to. He was tired of it bothering him every time he fell on it. So we all made the decision. Let's just go ahead and get it fixed and get him back as soon as possible, so it's not an issue during the season. But he'll be fine for the season.
And when he comes back, do you hope the coaches not run him too much in the middle and allow him to just be him?
No, we're going to let him be him. Be him is running up the middle, running outside, throwing the ball to him, returning kicks. Juju is a guy that he can do a lot, and he's a really, really tough guy as well. So, no, we don't change anything that we're going to do schematically for him coming off an injury. We did the surgery so we could get him back, and he could do everything that we need him to do.
Is he just too small in your mind?
No.
Okay.
No, he's a guy that I don't care if you're big, small, you dove for a pass and he landed on his collarbone. There's big guys that would have had the same injury falling on that collarbone like that. So kind of a freak thing, but Juju's shown that he's tough and durable and has a great demeanor about him.
And one last question for you, Coach. On the defense side, how many starters do you have to replace on that side of the ball, for instance?
Yeah, we lost some key guys. Obviously, a defensive back, Marcellus Dial, and a defensive end in Jordan Strawn. But we got a lot of guys that are back. Tyreek Johnson's a defensive end that we have to replace. But we most of our defense returns, and that's something I'm excited about. We return a lot of guys on the defense. We brought in some freshmen to add to it. We brought in some transfers, and excited about the overall depth and the potential of our defense.
Oh, we're looking forward to another exciting season up in Columbia, that is, and I hope to finally get up there for that.
I hope so too. We would love to see you up here. So as always, we really appreciate it for South Carolina.
Yeah. Well, University of South Carolina head football coach Shane Beamer, thank you for your time. And again, welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Yep, you got it. It's great to be on with you.
Likewise. Yes, sir. Thank you.